This is MMA Oddsmaker.
Time to introduce both of our guests for today's Oddsbreaker segment. Making his return to the show, he's the national UFC writer for Bleacher Report, Jeremy Botter. Jeremy, welcome back to the show.
Thanks for having me. It's good to be back.
Also back with us once again today is the lead MMA writer for the Las Vegas Sun, Keefer. Case, welcome back to the show.
Thanks a lot, Nick. Always fun to be with you.
Now, both of you guys have been on the show several times before, so you guys know how it works. But for those out there that may not, let me quickly explain. Our sponsored sportsbook, BetDSI.eu, has donated a 5K bankroll. Now, I've selected 4 fights today. You guys get to pick from the 4 fights and bet $500 either on the favorite or the underdog. The first 3 fights, the bankroll applies. The 4th fight, it does not apply. We're going to get started first today with a huge fight from UFC 155 in the middleweight division. It's a bout between Alan Belcher and Yushin Okami. Guys, we're going to start off with Jeremy first. I'm going to open Yushin Okami at -170. The comeback on Alan Belcher is going to be +140. Jeremy, give me your take and give me your bet.
My take on this fight is that Alan Belcher simply has more ways to win. With Okami, sure, we've seen him be a very good middleweight in the past, but his main path to win is through decision, as we've seen over the years. Haven't seen him do much else in terms of effective finishing, whereas Alan Belcher is a finisher and is constantly looking for the finish. And I honestly think that's going to be the big difference in this fight. I think Alan Belcher is highly underrated by a lot of people, including this line, and that's why I'm taking him.
All right, a lot of good points made by Jeremy here. He is going to roll with the underdog here, +140 on Alan Belcher. It's going to be 500 to win 700. Let's throw it over to Case. What do you think about this fight, Case?
Well, those are some good points by Botter, but I'm just not quite convinced. I like Yushin Okami here. When this fight got announced, I saw a lot of people saying, this is going to be close. This is a great spot for Belcher to pull off a slight upset. And I'm not quite sure. I think a lot of people might just be looking in, the last year and a half in recent history. Belcher has certainly looked better, but you got to consider the competition. I know Okami's 1-2, but one of those losses was to Anderson Silva, and the other was a fight. He was dominating for 10 minutes before Tim Boesch stopped him. And then I know that it was kind of a dull, lackluster affair with Buddy Roberts. But I still think if you look back further, both of these guys' last 10 or 12 fights, I just think Okami's a level higher than Alan Belcher. I think this probably will go to decision. And if it goes to decision, I just don't see any way that Okami wouldn't have had his way with him for 3 rounds. So I've got to lean at anything less than 2-1. I think I would lean with Yushin Okami here.
All right, some valid points made also with Case Keefer here for Yushin Okami. So you are going to lay the juice. It's going to be -170, 850 to win 500 on Okami. So both of our guests split at UFC 155 for this middleweight bout between Okami and Belcher.
Well, that's it for another episode of MMA Oddsbreakers. A special thanks to our 2 guests, Jeremy Botter and Case Keefer, as always bringing great information to the Oddsbreaker segment. And you can look for the lines that Nick broke with the guys to start popping up at the sport books over the next couple of weeks.
Also, make sure you head over to our website, MMAOddsbreaker.com, and check out all the betting previews, information, and much, much more. And check us out on Twitter at MMA Oddsbreaker. For Miguel Iturrate, I'm Nick Kalikas saying until next time, enjoy the fights.